back to another EAD aviation video, and today what we're going to be checking out is how to butter, actually. Like how to butter the landing or make a smooth landing, whatever you want to say. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to just do a tutorial on that because, I don't know, I thought for like new flight simmers or just people who might be interested in it, we could do that. So I suppose let's just go to Chicago because runways, I guess. I don't know. Also because we were here yesterday. And oh my god! One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I mean, like, I knew they had a lot of runways, but eight? Um, anyways then. So, uh, what you're gonna want to do is obviously get your gear out, get maybe not full flaps in some circumstances, but on some landings, yes. And you're gonna want to like if you're in cockpit view, you're gonna want to make sure that you're about 5 on the artificial horizon, like -5, my bad. And you don't want to be going much more than maybe like 180 knots, I'd say is a good speed. Uh and anyways, so what you're actually going to do is uh, you're gonna get as much throttle as possible, or not as much, but just as little throttle as possible to make sure that you stay in the air but are not going too fast when it's time for landing. So you don't want to land like on the numbers, but you do want to. Okay, you don't want to stall either, but like you don't, but you want to land relatively close to the end of the runway. And that was not smooth, but essentially you want to land on the back wheels first in this process called flaring, and you want to get the spoilers out, full brakes, or not even full, but and then you also want to get reverse thrust as soon as you start landing. But so yes, and yeah, it's how you land essentially. But if we go into the magic old camera player, and I want to turn off engines because they're annoying, but let's see. I believe it's yeah. Let me just get the right camera so that you guys can like see what's going on. So yeah, let's just focus in like this and a little too far. And you can see that I was flaring enough so that like right here, you can see that I was flaring, and not so much that the tail hit the ground, but enough so that the back wheels hit first. And also, you generally want to hit both back wheels to the ground at the same time. And we will see there that I did bounce a little bit, like in the gear, not fully off the ground, but there was a lot of smoke there. And yeah, that was not too good of a landing, but it was okay. It was okay. Like I don't know. But anyways, so then you see the reverse thrust engaging, and yeah, you know. But if I exit the video player, how do I exit? I honestly have no idea. I can't see because oh, I can move that. That is what I will do. Uh, and anyways, you can exit the video player, and let me just actually, I'll just camera reset. But anyways, so we're gonna go through a more in-depth tutorial on this. So let us respawn. Oh my god. Let us go back to the runway, and yes. So I'm not gonna apply. I'm gonna apply like I don't know. Just like maybe not too much throttle, like 30%. And I'm gonna want to get all the flaps actually because landing procedures. Gear out. Gear should always be out on landing. That's kind of necessary. And there will be occasions where you have to go more throttle than you should have, kind of. But yeah, like I'm having to go pretty high on throttle right now, but uh, 0. And if the throttle would actually go right, I could land better. But anyways, so we are attempting to land at least partly center line, I suppose, and flare up, flare. I am having a hard time actually touching the ground. We will have to go in for a short one here, but flare. the goal is to get no smoke coming off the tires when you hit the ground. And yes, that was quite smooth, I'd say. And oh my goodness, oh goodness, that is possibly an overrun, but yes, that was most definitely an overrun because the plane's being weird today. Let me actually just reload the sim or something because this doesn't seem to be working very well today. For some reason with the throttle and everything. So, okay, yes, throttle works now. Anyways, then let us respawn in on the runway. Uh, please, Mr. Runway, exist. Anyways, let us go back here. No spoilers will not be necessary for this flight. Get the gear out, some flaps. We're going like 200 knots right now, so that's oh my goodness, that is not the glide slope that you want to have. Also, you do want to follow a strict glide slope. I don't have. Oh yes, so the PAPI lights. If it is red, you're too low. If it's white, you're too high. Which you can see just to the right of my tail fin. It's that sequence of 4 lights, and you want to have 2 white and then 2 red on that. They don't appear to be working for us today, but yeah, GeoFS will do that sometimes. But if you guys will donate to the Patreon or the GoFundMe, I can get X-Plane and then, like have good recording software. But anyways, let us not have full throttle, please. Okay, yes, we're quite low on throttle there, but anyways, we need to stop so that we can move downwards. And we're going to like overflare a little here. So that is a pretty butterous landing. None of the smoke came off the wheels, and you do want to get the front wheel down pretty fast, but not so fast that it's like and jumps up. Sorry about that noise. That didn't make any sense. But anyways, you don't want the landing gear to pop back up. So yeah, I'd say that was a pretty smooth landing, and also we did in fact make the taxiway. So what you're gonna want to do after that is keep the flaps back up. Turn off spoilers, or like whatever you want to call it. And then what you're going to want to do is follow this yellow line in front of us off to the edge of the runway. You can do this in this view, I guess, if you want or something. I don't know what that does. I pressed X. But anyways, yes then. And yeah, you can kind of see here that you just follow the yellow line as closely as you can with your wheel. There we go. So what we're gonna want to do, I guess, is go back. I did activate the door. I'm not really credit to KLM, by the way, for this livery. I'm not really sure why nothing's happening. I guess it just doesn't have one, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, let's go into the player. And okay, we're too far. So yes, you want to see that you're pretty low to the runway by the time you get over it. See, and you want to have full flaps by then. You want to try to like not have any power to the engines when you touch down and then activate reverse thrust. But yes, we can kind of see how the flare is going. This one is not too center line, but it was not an awful landing. So we will actually it's quite good center line to be completely honest. So we will accept it. And yes, then we obviously stop and everything by engaging the spoilers, and oh my god, we have fallen off the side of the world by engaging the spoilers and turning on reverse thrust and the brakes and stuff. But if we would want to kind of taxi off the runway like this, you can see with the gear here is on this little, like, as close as I can be to this little yellow line. And yes, I always have liked this livery as well. And then you can see those little sharklets on the engines. That's interesting. But anyways, we have stopped, and I think that will be a good place to end this video because like I don't really have much to do today in the video, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Check out the Discord, Patreon, and GoFundMe's, link for which will be in the description below. Credit to Caleb and United for the liveries in this video. And also, I will probably be uploading tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching, and see you guys all maybe tomorrow in another EAD Aviation video.